Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fernanda Zulantay and I'm a chemical engineer. Right now I'm working on my PhD also in chemical engineering, and I'm a mom. So today I'm gonna be celebrating Mother's Day with this video. So to start, I'm going to surprise my mom with some jewelry and flowers. That's gonna be the first part of the video, and then I'm gonna be answering a Q&A about motherhood and being a mom in STEM, so having a career in STEM. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go surprise my mom, so follow me. So I decided to give my mom these jewelry pieces from Luisa because she loves gold jewelry. Mother's Day is super important to me because I know how hard moms work now that I'm a mom. So I love to spoil my mom whenever I can. And Ana Luisa, it's my favorite brand because they are affordable. Prices start at $39. The quality, it's amazing. They last long and they're very sustainable. Even the packaging, it's sustainable. They're the perfect gift for moms because who doesn't love jewelry? I got my mom the Nana bracelet, the Blair necklace, the Dovey earrings, and you have until May 5th to get yours before Mother's Day. You can use my discount code. It's listed down below in the description box. I know that jewelry is gonna be the perfect gift for your mom. Right. Okay, now I'm gonna be answering some of the questions that I ask on Instagram, and I have them here. So first one is, how do you manage to spend quality time with your child and get enough time to study? Okay, so I have my notes here too. The first one is, I try to be organized and to plan ahead, and this is something that I always say because I'm asked all the time, like, how can you do so many things, right? Like being a PhD student and a content creator, and also you have a son. So yeah, I try to be super organized and plan ahead. That helps me because I know, for example, who's gonna take care of Nico, like if it's gonna be me or someone else, because usually my family helps me a lot with that. And then so I know, like, whenever I have classes, and I also block time on my calendar to know when I'm gonna study or when I'm gonna be working on my research. But yeah, so that helps me a lot. The other thing is being present whenever I'm doing a task, and this helps me avoid procrastination and finishing things faster. So if I'm working on my research, then I try to like just think about my research, try not to look at my phone and social media, and that helps me get things faster, because sometimes I've noticed when I'm looking at my phone that it just takes longer for me to finish things. So whenever I'm with my son, I also try to be present, so we have so much more fun. And when that time is over, then I do feel like I spent quality time with him and I was not checking my phone or thinking about something else. So yeah, that really helps me. And the other one is that we have a schedule for him, so he goes to sleep every day at 7 or around like 7:30. So I can work after he goes to sleep. Like, I only have dinner and then I work for a little bit, and that helps me a lot that he goes to sleep early, because at 7 it's kind of early, right? And I have enough time to study or work my research or whatever I have to do. So next one is, do you experience guilt when you can't balance motherhood and your career? And yes, I've had felt mom guilt, and I feel like after 2 years, it's been getting better and better, because I've realized two things. One thing is that at the beginning, I felt guilty that I was still pursuing my dreams and my goals, and I had other things to do besides being a mom, and I felt guilty about that. But then I've met other girls who are stay-at-home moms and they still feel mom guilt. So I was like, wait, what? Like, I thought that was gonna fix me, right? My guilt. And that wasn't the case. So I think it's something common between mothers to have mom guilt whenever you cannot provide everything for your children. So it's something that we have to work on, and I worked on, and I worked on that. So now I can say that it's way much better. Obviously, whenever I cannot balance it, and I don't always balance it. Like it's always, you know, some weeks I prioritize more spending time with my son and we do a lot of fun stuff, but some weeks I have a lot of work to do for school or for my research. Then, you know, then it takes me that takes time from being with my son, and I do feel guilty. But I do think that I'm working towards a goal and it's gonna be beneficial for him too. And at the end, when he's older, I can tell him about it and how I follow my dreams, and hopefully he's gonna be inspired to follow his dreams as well. So next one is, who takes care of your son when you study and how do you manage that? So my family helps me a lot, and the way that I manage that is that I've worked with everyone's schedule and I've talked to him beforehand, like before every semester, and that's how we created the schedule that we have. Each semester has been different because everyone's schedule changes, but yeah, that's the way that I do it. Like some days my mother-in-law helps me, some days my sister helps me, some days a friend helps me. So, you know, it's like so many people that help me, and I'm so grateful for that. Right now Nico doesn't go to daycare because of the pandemic. I just didn't feel comfortable. I know that some people have done it, but I just didn't feel comfortable. And thankfully I had family who could help me. But he's gonna start daycare and like next fall, in August I think, or September, and I feel that that's gonna give me more time. But right now, yes, like I do spend a lot of time with him during the day, and that's why I say that I work at night. But yeah, so the way that I manage that, it's by talking to everyone, looking at their schedules, asking them if it was okay for them to watch Nico every single, you know, let's say Tuesday from like 1 to 3 or something like that, you know, creating a schedule and talking to them and asking if it's good for them. That's the way that I've managed it, and it has worked with me so far. So it's gonna get easier once he starts going to preschool, but yeah, that's how I've done it right now. Next one is, what was your parents' reaction when you told them about the pregnancy? So at the moment that I told my parents, I was 24 years old, but I was still in college doing my undergrad. And, you know, obviously they didn't feel like I was prepared at that moment because I was not done with school. And also, I mean, I don't know why I say obviously, but yeah, they didn't think I was prepared. And I didn't think so either. But because yeah, at that moment, I was still trying to figure out life and you know, it's not like I had a super stable job at that moment. But yeah, when I told them separately because they're divorced, and I told my dad, and he was with his girlfriend, and he was like in shock, but his girlfriend was super nice and she was like, congratulations. So he quickly was like, oh, congratulations. But yeah, he was in shock at the beginning and kind of concerned, but everything's fine now. And when I told my mom, she was with her husband, so they were in shock as well. And my mom was in shock for like the whole first day, but then at the next day she was super excited and she was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna be a grandma, blah blah blah. And now they love him and they saw that I was able to do it. So yeah, now it's fine. So next one is, any advice if for support system it's not so great? That is the issue I'm facing. Thank you in advance. So it's kind of hard for me to give an advice if that hasn't been my case, because I do have my family who helps me a lot, and actually my mother-in-law is the one who helps me the most. So yeah, that's something that I always talk about, like having a good support system. But I do want to point out that it doesn't have to be your family all the time. It can be your husband's family, or it can be other people like the babysitter, someone you hire, or daycare people, or also a friend who can help you watch your son or daughter while you study, if you're studying, or while you're working. So those could be other options. And if that's not possible, then you're gonna be the person who has to do mostly everything, and that's okay. I've seen other people done it, and it is possible. It is gonna be more work to you, but I'm cheering for you. I know you can do it. You just have to be super organized, plan ahead, and rest a lot, because you're gonna need the energy. But I know it's possible, so I wish you the best of luck. So next one is something you wish you knew before parenthood. So I think that it will be, and this is more like baby related, I wish I knew that life is easier when you give your baby a schedule. I was a mess at the beginning, and I did read some books, but I just didn't have the experience, and I didn't know too much, and I was just taking one day by day, each day. And then I don't even know how I found out, if I read it or if someone told me, I don't remember. But I started to have a schedule, and oh my god, life became so much easier. To know when my baby was gonna take a nap, when he was gonna eat, when he was gonna go to bed, that just made my life easier. And I think it's also good for kids. So I wish I knew that before, because I didn't start doing that until I was going insane until like my son was like 8 or 9 months. At the moment, it had been 8 or 9 months that I didn't sleep well, that my days were like insane. So having that schedule helped me, having more time to work on my school stuff or my research. And it was good to know what was gonna happen. And also, having that schedule for the baby when he was gonna go to sleep, because now he goes to sleep from 7 to 7, so 12 hours, and I have time to do whatever I have to do after 7 p.m. So that was super helpful, and I wish I knew that before. Okay, last one is, was it hard for you to take care of your kid and yourself at a young age? So at the moment, I was 24 when I had my son, and it did feel like it was kind of hard, because before having my son, I felt like I was not 100% super responsible, or it's just like I was a college student. You know what it's like. So when I had my son, it did help me to grow up at an exponential rate. It did help me become more organized and to have my priorities straight. It was like a change, and it was hard, but I feel like it helped me for the better. So I became more organized, I more efficient, I tried not to procrastinate, and I'm like super more responsible now because of that. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for watching. You can ask me any question that you had on my Instagram. I usually reply to my DMs fast. And also you can leave a question here or a video request or whatever you like. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget that you can still get a gift for Mother's Day from Luisa. Go to their website. I'm leaving the discount code in the description down below, and also the link to the website. As I said, I highly recommend them.